Sargama 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 Pada Sargama Welcome, welcome. Here we are in this new platform today, and I am feeling like, it's the first time. So funny. So funny when you are not familiar with something, né? There is this feeling, this internal feeling. It's very hard to identify this feeling. If it's excitement, if it's fear, they are so similar now. And they always come with these new projects, with this new experience, with these new challenges. Well, we are trying out YouTube today for our live classes. I decided to include this platform exactly because this platform is more inclusive. It's for those students that do not have a YouTube account and or don't really use YouTube. Then here we are including, because I feel deep within my heart. I know that I share with I shared with you this before. I feel that deep in my heart that as many more people are doing yoga, the better, the better. I feel that we are reconnecting this vibration, awakening this vibration within us. And I feel that we are creating this ripple effect with this vibration, these waves that expands from within to the exterior of you. And I feel that as many more people are doing yoga exactly now with me, we are creating bigger waves. And that's what we want. We want to create bigger waves that embrace the whole planet. And then remind every single person of a different possibility of perspective, of a different possibility of energy, that is connection with that force that is behind everything. Because I feel that is a kind of a new thing. Then my name is Leticia, just in case that you've never been here with us before, and this is Jala. I'm not gonna really waste much of time talking about us or talking about which style of yoga. If you do want to know about that, go and visit our website, meditarecentre.org. And I will probably put that on the description. I am, as you know, completely new to this. I think I was not able to actually put my mic on. I think that we are using the mic from the computer, but learning, it's gonna be this curving like that. It was really funny because when I put go on the video, I thought, okay, now it's gonna give me a feedback before I go live. And when I saw I was live, that's it, here I am, no worries. Then I just want to remind you, if you haven't been here before, you have been here before, remember that this time, this 15 minutes before the starting of our practice always will start punctually. Today is at 9 a.m. Australian time. We're gonna always start our practice at 9 a.m. But before the 15 minutes before our practice, I will gonna be live with you already. I'm gonna always be playing in the first 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna be playing Jala. Jala grounds me. Jala tune my energy, tune the energy of the environment, and set me for the journey. And then after playing Jala for a few minutes, I'm gonna be here sharing with you, sharing my own journey, sharing insights, teachings, sharing. Then is a moment for sharing. And you use this time for you to start to arrive to practice, to set your computer, to set your speakers if you're using one, to organize your mat. Then you use that. You don't need to be looking at me. No? You can just listen if you wish. Then use this time that I am chatting along to organize your space, to observe if you have everything that you need close to you. We are always gonna conclude with Shavasana, which is with relaxation posture. Then remember to have a blanket next to you. Your temperature, you fall in relaxation. Then it's nice to be warm and cozy. Then make sure that you have everything that you need around you, that you don't need to stress and walk I don't know where. Make sure that you communicate to everyone in your house next to you that this is your 1 hour of practice. 1 hour that you need privacy, that you need silence. They will all understand. And they will all feel the difference of you after your practice. And that's the beauty of yoga, because it expands, reach you in the core, bring you back home, and expand from you. You don't even need to tell. People feel it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful journey. I like to share with you a little bit what actually happened yesterday night. We have our live class. Yesterday was Wednesday at 6 p.m. At Facebook. And after that, we have meditation, which is more or less 20 minutes. It's a kind of a combo meditation plus yoga. We're going to see how we go here in YouTube. We're going to see how you students are feeling, you friends, you family, my family of yoga that been with me together in this journey. You're going to let me know how was this journey for you in this platform. I want to hear from you. You can send me an email. You don't need to place any comment here in YouTube if you don't want to. You can send me an email privately if you prefer. Now my email is meditarecentre@gmail.com. I will also put my email in the description below. What happened yesterday evening was I am in this feeling of this new routine. Everything is new for me, as I'm sure that is new for you too. And I am knowing what I need to do, but observing how to make this new routine a healthy routine for me. And I already shared with you what I'm doing with the classes in the evening is when the class finishes, when the practice finishes, I close the computer is off, don't look anything, close computer, and and stimulate other parts of the brain. Because what is happening with us with this constant computer thing, we have this artificial light stimulating vision, and is a particular part of the brain. Millions of neurons to be stimulated for this particular energy. Then it's important to balance, at least I feel with myself, that I need to balance this stimulus. And I feel, and yesterday was on the money. Was again the same thing, because what happened? Finished the class and then I closed the computer. My husband arrived with a new webcam, which I'm not using because I told him, no, it's a new platform. I don't want anything new. Let me just try with what I already know. And then maybe I'll introduce this webcam. It's a new webcam. But then he came with a new webcam. Let's try in the computer. And then what happened? We stay at least more an hour and a half in the computer, trying this webcam, seeing software, how to work, all that sort of things. And then what happened? I went to sleep and I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Could not sleep again, mind super activated. Agitation, completely agitated. Which means, again, another experience that just is teaching me something that I already realized, that after my practice in the evening, I need to switch it off the computer and I need to go for different things. A nice book, a beautiful piece of music, to be with my husband, a nice time with him, to be near to the fireplace, stimulating other sensations within my brain. And then go to sleep, because I finished the class, I finished any practice, yoga, connected. And to not lose it, to not lose this vibration, to cherish this vibration. Then observe with you. We are in this new reality now. We are not connected physically anymore, but we are connected. We are here walking together in this journey together. But observe for you what works for you. Maybe today, if it's possible for you, after the class, go for a walk. Go and stimulate your vision with the natural light. And if you can be near to the green, to a park. Here I am in the middle of the forest. I feel so fortunate. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. And that's what I'm going to do when we finish our practice today. I'm going to close the computer and I'm going to have a walk in the forest. To cherish, to care for this energy that is within me. And saying that, now is 9 o'clock and it's time for us to start our practice. I'm just gonna quick talk about the format of this class. The format they will repeat is gonna be pretty much that format. We're gonna start with a small little element, a small little segment of Nada Yoga. This segment, Jala is in charge of it. I am just her instrument, and is about to set the energy. You will feel. Then the beginning you have this Nada Yoga segment. After that we have Pranayama, our breathing exercise, asanas, and then we finish with relaxation. That is how it's gonna happen throughout our whole classes. We're gonna see now after this class, after I have some feedback, after I'm hearing from you, if that was helpful, if you enjoy this platform, if you want more classes in this platform, then I will adapt our schedule to fill the need of everyone. And let's start it. We always start our class finding a comfortable position. And when I speak about comfort, I'm talking about any position. At this moment, even if you are in the room and you want to lay down on the bed, go for it. Now, at this moment of our practice, alignment is not something that we are worried about it. At this moment, just for these few moments, where Jala is gonna take us, where Jala is gonna guide us to the vibration, we are looking for a moment that we rest the body. It's early in the morning, but if you start to observe the body maybe is already retaining tension. We are in this moment of so much uncertainty, so much challenge, so much unknown. And all of that energy is here, within the body, in the muscles, in the energy. Then now find comfort. Any position. Position that you can listen. A position that you can open the gates in direction to the heart. May all the obstacles are removed. May our mind is clear and calm like the waters of the lake. May the path is deep but gentle. Always with kindness. Always with compassion. Gaja. Bhuta Ganadi Let's allow the mind to stay in the vibration for just more a few moments without rushing from coming out of this frequency of the sound. And then you start to bring your attention to your body. I don't know which position you are now, But now you're going to move in direction to the position for pranayama, for the breathing exercise. And now you need to come to the floor. Now you need to come to your mat. Always when you're coming in and out of the floor, always side of the body, and then roll in the back in direction to the mat. Very healthy way to go in and out of the floor. You really don't overwork with the muscles of the back, and you're using your arms. And it's a very healthy way for you to move from the floor, going into the floor and coming out of the floor. Now I'm going to show to you how is your position for meditation. If you have done classes with me before, you are familiar with that, but let's refresh also all of the alignments and how is the best way for us to do this particular breathing that you're going to be exercising. First, we started with our knees bended, and immediately we bring all our attention to our feet, the feet touching the floor. This creates a connection with the physical body, a connection with the present moment. The mind starts to ground, the mind starts to anchor here in your practice. And then you bring your attention to your pelvis. The pelvis should be neutral. It's very easy to move the pelvis forward. Today you're going to be working a lot with the pelvis, and you're going to understand a little bit more about the movement of the pelvis. If you're moving with the pelvis forward, what happens is the muscles are being overworked, mostly in this area of the lower back. Your back is flat on the floor, and these muscles here, they are being overworked. Then you are always tilting a little bit the pelvis. It's not much. Actually, the pelvis is neutral. It's not that you are arching the pelvis back too. Now, it's just neutral. And when it's in the neutral position, there is a space, like a lentil distance between your back and the floor. Then that is the perfect alignment. What we're looking here, please, you stay in the laying down position. I'm just going to continue to guide you through the pranayama in the sitting position because it's easy for me to guide you in a sitting position rather than in a laying down position. You are there, laying down, knees bended, feet on the floor. Your hands are coming to the lower abdominals, just below the navel. Your elbows, they are placed on the floor because then you have really an opportunity here to release the chest and the area of the shoulders. The neck, you're going to bring your chin slightly in direction to the chest, and this alleviate here the vertebrae of the neck. And let's bring your attention to your jaw. The jaw, your teeth, they should be apart. They should not be touching each other and not in tension against each other. Then are very relaxed, this area here, using just what you need to bring the lips very gently together. That's the only thing. This is alignment in this position that you are into it. And now the whole body is prepared to work with the breathing, to work with the lungs. We're going to be throughout the beginning of this journey working with abdominal breathing. If you are my student, if you are doing the practice with me, you know that. And we are going to be doing abdominal breathing for a while because it's my understanding that abdominal breathing is the base for all the other breathings in yoga. You need to learn abdominal breathing. Abdominal breathing is the breathing that we are born with. It's the optimal breathing. It's where you are able to use the whole lungs, the whole capacity of the lungs, a lot of absorption of oxygen. Oxygen is the fuel for each one of the cells of the body, and a lot of opportunity for exhalation, which is when you are eliminating toxins. 80% of the toxins in the body, they are eliminated via breathing. Then here is the opportunity to bring more quality to your breathing. And also remember that everything that we are doing here in our practice, they are seeds. That they should be flourishing throughout your journey, throughout your day. Now, which means abdominal breathing is amazing breathing for you to do if you are stressed, if you're anxious. It's amazing breathing for you to do at night to help you to sleep, to help you to concentrate. It's such amazing practice. Let's practice together right now how to do this breathing. Inhalation, expanding your abdominals like a balloon, and exhalation, you just simply allowing the abdominals to contract. The abdominals they are going to contract anyway. You don't need to put effort in this contraction. That is what happened when we're doing abdominal breathing in a laying down position, as you were doing. You don't need to worry about the exhalation because the gravity pulls the abdominals in direction to the earth anyway, and there is contraction there, and the air is moving. Then all the energy, this practice in this position, your abdominal breathing is very balanced. You put just energy in the inhalation. Inhalation always through your nose, air is coming up. Expand your abdominals, is the expansion, is not the opposite. And exhalation, the air is going to go out and the abdominals are going to contract naturally. And now you're going to continue doing this practice. I will keep talking with you, giving you some guidelines, some points here and there. But now the practice is you sustain this breathing. Always happening, without interruption, without constriction. And what I mean by constriction, you will observe when you bring the awareness to your practice, you start to reach a particular length. A length that is more expanded. A length that has 4 moments. The breathing starts to have 4 moments. Inhalation, a pause, exhalation, and another pause. There are 4 moments that you can identify very clear when you start to do your practice of breathing. And then what you will observe is that you are arriving to a rhythm. There is a rhythm. That is your rhythm. Is individual rhythm. Every person has a different rhythm for breathing. As we have different rhythm for motion, different rhythm to conclude tasks. It's individual. It's different for each person. And now you're connecting with that, with this rhythm and with the continuity of the breathing. The air always through your nose, in and out through your nose, abdominals always working, always moving. But remember, the energy, inhalation. Inhalation, you are moving. You are forcing the abdominals to move. Exhalation, you are surrendering. And the breathing is happening. And all your awareness, let's go to the layer of the mind now when you're doing your breathing. All your focus should be now in the abdominals, in this motion of the abdominals, expanding, releasing, feeling your hands there moving because your abdominals are moving. Is abdominals, is not in the chest. The motion of the chest in the breathing actually is a very constrict breathing, and that's what happened with majority of people. The breathing is here, is high, and then you're using just a small part of your lungs. It's constricted, it's limited. Now, abdominals. You aren't entering your rhythm. The whole focus of the mind is there, in this feeling, in this rhythm, in this motion. And now let's expand this awareness. You don't stop the breathing. The breathing still continues. The breathing is still happening. But then you start to observe the rest of the body. How is the rest of the body? How is your chest? How are your shoulders? How is your jaw? Is the jaw still in that state of relaxation? Remember that first state of relaxation that we reach when we find alignment in the position, that you need to be sustaining also throughout your whole practice. Your whole practice, your body should be sustaining alignment and relaxation. And the breathing is continuous. And the breathing is not interrupted. We are arriving to the end of our pranayama, and the pranayama will finish with one more last cycle, which means one more inhalation, one more exhalation. Do not rush. Here is where you really enter in control and you really see the length. Your presence is within the whole body. And then you finish after the exhalation. And then you allow the body to start to breathe naturally. Then we are in transition now. So far you were controlling the breathing, controlling the muscles that were responsible for that, for the breathing to happen, the rhythm, the pace. Now you are simply allowing the body to breathe. Remember that the body is always breathing. The body doesn't need awareness to breathe. And here, what we're going to start to do is to practice a state of mind that in yoga actually they call a whole body, which is Vijnana Maya Kosha. They call a whole layer, which means the mind that is not interfering, the body of wisdom. You are simply observing, and that's what you're doing right now. You are observing your natural breathing without interference, without to control the breathing, without to stop the breathing. It's not easy. Also requires practice. And this state of mind is the key. Is the key for you to reach another layer that in yoga we call Ananda, which is the body of bliss. That is practice. You need practice. As when you are learning an instrument, in the beginning feels weird. In the beginning is like, this song. Is this even a song? But then you practice, and the things happen. Here is the same. It's a state of the mind. The mind is very used to be chatting, agitated, movement, come on thought and the other thought, and I need to do this and that and this and that and that, movement, agitation. And here no. Here you're just watching. It's just focus. You and the breathing, nothing else. And holding this state of awareness, this state of presence, this state of yoga, let's move from the laying down position to the standing position. Remember to roll on the side. And here, when we are doing a practice of yoga, every single movement is already yoga. Every single movement is connection. Then observe, is this really the best way for me to come from the floor to the standing position? Again, it's going to be individual. It's going to be for every single person. But observe, I am forcing my back. How is that going? I am rushing. Now is what we start to observe in our practice is this connection with our rhythm. The rhythm that is inner to each one of us. And that is what we're going to start to respect. We're going to start to use the rhythm that we need, the rhythm that is within us for every single motion. And then we arrive here in the position, and we're going to start with these gentle circles on your foot, any foot. And you start the circles are rotating there. And I will invite you to come, to bring all your focus, all your awareness to this motion, to the feet touching the floor. And observing. Observe which area of the body calls more your attention. Which area of the body is holding more contraction. Observe if you feel difference from the outer side of the feet, the foot, the inner part of the foot, the heel, the ball of the foot. Observe if you are aware of the small little toe. Then enter in connection with your foot and floor. The temperature, the speed that you do this motion. And then we change it, the other direction. And here in this second movement, because you're just changing the direction, you put more attention, more awareness, more care to the movement. Really feeling every single one of the toes, every single part of the body. Making this movement with gentleness. Then we change the direction. Just one more step, and then we stop. And now you have your weight distributed between both feet equally. And observe the difference from the foot that you work and from the foot that you didn't. Observe if there is difference in the touch, in the connection. And then we start the movement with the other foot, circle. And so far, all our awareness, our focus was there on the foot that was working. But now at the same time that we're doing this motion, we're gonna bring the awareness through the whole body. Then we start to observe the rest of the body. We start to observe our knee, our pelvis, the area of our shoulders, arms and hands, the jaw, every single area. And our awareness is still here, still in the present moment, but now throughout the whole body. Observe if you need to do something different that is going to bring more comfort to this standing position. And let's change the direction, now to the other side. And your attention is still on your foot. You're not disconnecting from your base. You are simply amplifying your awareness. Not only in one point, but in this big point that is now the whole body. I'm going to look in direction to the horizon. When you look in direction to the horizon, it is easier for you to keep this area here in relaxation and to sustain the alignment of the spine. Then you're going to change the direction, one more circle in the opposite direction, and then we conclude the movement. Now you're going to bring both feet to a parallel position, distance of your hip. And we're going to start stretching the arms in direction to the ceiling, looking up, and then bending your elbows, forearms are parallel in front of the body, and dropping the hands into the end of the motion. Then stretching in direction to the ceiling, the elbows come to the side now, palm looking to palm and looking up, and then waving down to the front, forearms parallel position and dropping the hands last. Stretching in direction to the ceiling and waving down. Inhalation, stretching. And exhalation, dropping the hands. Inhalation, stretching. And exhalation, releasing. Now we're gonna, in the next inhalation, is introduce a slightly back bend, very small. Abdominals start, and then I'm dropping my trunk, my head, and then I come back in a circular motion. Stretching in direction to the ceiling, slightly back bend, and then dropping. In front of the position, bending your knees, dropping your trunk and then your head. And then you're going to keep doing this motion, connecting the breathing, inhalation all the way up, and exhalation all the way down. Bend your knees. When you are coming up, also your knees are bended in a circular motion. Very careful with the spine. And here is a good opportunity for you to close your eyes and to dive within your own rhythm, your own movement. Not worry, not concerned with what's happening in your computer, what's happening around you. Just worry with what is happening within you. Your own universe. Very gently expanding your motion. Gradually. Not rushing in arriving in the whole possibility of your body. But simply embracing your possibility of expansion. Your next exhale, simply stay in the position, really dropping your shoulders and your head. Your feet are in a parallel position. Now you have a vision of your feet. They are on a parallel position, distance of your hip. And here simply drop. Your knees are still bended. Completely your shoulders. You're gonna gently move the head forwards and backwards, just to really release that area of the neck and shoulders. One side and then the other. Really releasing that area of the neck. You are doing an inversion now. If you feel any discomfort in this position, please come to a neutral position. Remember that you are creating this deep connection with the body. And for that really to happen, you need to respect your limitations, your possibilities. Remember that the yoga is a state of mind. The state of the mind is much more important than the movement. Then if you are present, even that you are sitting, resting for a moment, that is the most important. Then you are in the path. We are coming out of this position, your knees are bended, and very slowly, very much more slow. Circle motion up, take all the time that you need. More time. It's too fast. Take all the time that you need. And once you are coming to the standing position, the shoulders are going to start to rotate in direction to the back. And there is this openness that start to grow. within the chest. Keep moving the shoulders in direction to the back in this gentle rotation. Even that maybe you feel like to do a big circle. No, gradually expand the circle. Gradually reaching all the muscles and really feeling this expansion in the area of the chest that is opening, releasing all the tensions, together with the relaxation of the shoulders. And then you drop your shoulders and you're gonna wave your arms up. Feel the height of your shoulders, shoulders down and down. Up and down. And one more time. Up and down. Releasing your body. Shake it off a little bit. Arms, the shoulders, the head. And we're going to separate our feet beyond the distance of the hip. And you're going to do the little elephant, which is this movement of twist of the spine where the arms are in a completely state of relaxation. And here observe your foot. Your foot is coming up off the floor, which makes that your knee is completely protected in this motion. Because if your foot is staying on the floor, you're going to actually be overworking with the structure of the knee, and it's not what we want. But bring your attention back here to the shoulders. Releasing the shoulders, releasing the arms. The arms are moving, but because of the motion of the trunk, you're not forcing the movement of the arms. And now we start to move a little bit more your head, looking in direction to the back gently, but as further as it's possible, gradually increasing this motion. One side and then the other. Don't forget to move your foot. And then we're ending our motion into the center, releasing to a wider base beyond the distance of your hip, and we are opening our arms into the star position. Release your shoulders. Now we're gonna stretch the whole body and also to stretch the whole energy throughout the body. Release your shoulders, stretching your arms, trying to touch the walls with the tip of your fingers. The top of your head, that is this ceiling, and your feet connecting in direction to the floor. The weight of your body is well distributed between both feet. Release your shoulders. And here you are stretching from the center to your body to these 5 different directions. Top of the head, tip of the fingers, and your feet. Release the shoulders, stretching, growing to the position. Abdominals now start to contract, activating the center of energy called Manipura, the personal power, the power of manifestation. And here we release the shoulders and stretch. And remember, you're gonna stay in the asana, stay in the position as far as it's comfortable for you. Do not hold if you're feeling pain. Please don't. If you're feeling pain and comfort, if it's too strong for you, release. Take a moment and then come back. If you're comfortable here, let's stay together. Stretching the whole body. There is a motion in the 5 directions. And the shoulders are completely released. That openness in the chest. The abdominals are in contraction. The knees are soft. Stretching. 5 direction, growing. This is an amazing position for you to feel the energetical body. The energy body. You easily feel here. You start to have this tingling sensation, mainly in the area of the hands. At least is the area where I feel. Staying just for a few moments. looking in direction to the horizon, growing this energy, making the energy to flow. And now we're going to bring the hands in direction to the ceiling. Inhalation. Exhalation, you're going to open your arms, looking forward, abdominals here in contraction, controlling my position, descending, using my abdominals till I am able to release completely. Now your legs are in extension. Release your head, legs in extension, and you're going to cross one hand in direction to the opposite foot. We're going to twist in this position, bringing the other hand in direction to the ceiling and looking in direction to the ceiling. Holding in the twist position. I'm going to show to you different is too strong for you. The palm is looking forward. This hand here on the top. If this position is too strong for you, you can have this hand on the side of the leg. It's going to depend on your flexibility. This hand here can be bended in direction to the back. Then observe what works for you. You can be looking also in forward if it's too strong for you to look in direction to the ceiling. Observing your breathing, the breathing always happening without interruption. Inhalation, open the chest, and then exhale without rushing to the center. Release your head. And here, bending your knees, you're going to bring your hands to the back of your neck and simply allowing, with the weight of your arms and hands here, to give that nice stretch in your back. Release. Knees are bended. Release your hands. Release the arms. Take a deep breath here. Directing this breath in direction to the upper part of your back. And then you're coming back gently, circular motion. Take all the time that you need again. Don't rush. With awareness. And when you come to the standing position, that circle with the shoulders opening the chest, the arms come up and then down, releasing completely. Can release a little bit here. You can kick it off, releasing the muscles of the leg. And then we come back to that same position, that same distance between one foot and the other. Make sure that your toe from this foot and the other foot, they are in the same line, making sure that the whole base is in alignment. Inhalation, hands are coming up. Abdominals here in contraction. Exhalation, looking forward, controlling the position all the way. Abdominals in contraction here, working with the abdominals and then releasing to the end. Now legs in extension. Weight also in direction to your toes. Then you're going to do that twist on the other direction now, crossing the other hand in direction to your foot, and then opening in direction to the ceiling. You're going to hold here. If you need, you can rest this hand on the back if you need. Otherwise, if you're comfortable, stretching, we're stretching. This hand here, you can be on the leg if you don't reach the side of your foot. And we stay here together, breathing with awareness in yoga. You're gonna open, inhalation, open your chest. Exhalation, release to the center. Now your legs here are in extension, and you're gonna separate your feet as far as it is comfortable and safe for you. Do not go more than you can. Remember always to respect your body. The end of this position brings the top of the head in direction to the floor. But again, you don't need to do that. Stop where is comfortable, where is stable. Remember, 2 words for a good asana: comfort and stability. Remember to work with that exterior part of your feet also against the floor. Abdominals here in contraction. Shoulders away from your ears or in relaxation, depending in which position you are into it. Ground yourself in the position. If it's too much for you, come to a sitting position. If you're comfortable, we are staying here just for a few moments. And then we're moving with awareness, the way that is healthy for your body. Transition from this position forward. Stretch your legs and release the tension. Release the muscles. And then you're going to work with Baddha Konasana. This asana that teaches how to deal with change. How to have a healthy relationship with change. And everything is changing. Nothing is permanent. You go what the distance between the pelvis and your feet is individual to you, but you can use your mat and you're gonna bring as close as possible to your pelvis. Once you are in your base, in your comfort position, remember that as far from the pelvis is your feet, more comfortable is this position, and you can be like far away if you need it. If this position is too uncomfortable for you, adapt always the position to your possibility. And then here we go. Inhalation, stretching direction to the ceiling. Abdominals here in contraction, and I'm coming down gently in control with the abdominals till I drop. Then I drop my whole body. I drop my head, my shoulders, my legs in direction to the floor. Taking here a deep breath and using the movement of exhalation to release more and more the body. Release. Deeper. Stay in the position only if you can. Then you're coming up. Bring your hands close to your body, and it's the arms that are bringing the trunk up. It's not the spine, it's not the muscles of the back. We arrive in alignment and we arrive to Hakini Mudra, bringing the tip of our fingers together. This gesture that creates the energy of integration, synchronicity, symbiosis. You in cooperation with everything else. And from here, holding this state of awareness, this state of yoga, without rushing, but moving as you are inside of the water. Almost like the air is creating more resistance. And you move in this slow motion. Stretching your legs, taking all the time that you need. And continue this rhythm, this very gentle rhythm. You're going to start to go to Shavasana, the relaxation position. Before you go there, make sure that you're warm. Make sure that you're using your socks. But again, do not rush in this grabbing the socks or grabbing the blankets. Take the time that you have. Take the time that you need. Remember, it's your hour. It's your practice. The only important thing here is you. You and your needs. You and your body. You and your emotions. You are acknowledging all of that layers. And then you start to lay down on the floor. I'm not going to lay down on the floor because I'm going to guide you throughout the relaxation. You lay down on the floor with your back in direction to the mat. Your legs, they are in extension. They are slightly apart from each other. Your arms are released along the body, not close to the body. There is a space there. The palms in direction to the ceiling. The chin is slightly in direction to the chest. And you start to close your eyes and enter in this state of deep surrender. Relaxing deeply every single part of the body that I'm calling. Feet. Legs. Pelvis. The whole back. The belly and the chest. The shoulders, the arms, and the hands. The neck, the muscles of the face, the whole head, the whole body, relaxing, releasing. The whole body, relaxing, releasing. Let the sound guide the waves of your mind to the way back to the center. Om is the primordial sound where everything, every living being live in harmony, in cooperation, in perfect balance. And the mind travels from the wave of sound back to the physical body, here in the present moment. And gently we start to bring the movement back, moving the fingers, the toes, the head gently from one side and then the other. Stretching, feeling this energy within to grow, to reach every single cell of the body, every single muscle, every single organ, resonating. And you open your eyes and gently rolling the side of your body, coming to a sitting position to conclude this circle, to conclude this practice of yoga. Remember that every conclusion holds the seed of new beginnings. And once you arrive to the sitting position, you bring your hands in direction to your heart, acknowledging the sacred within you, the center, kindness, beauty, harmony, health, peace. And with the intention to expand this energy, resonating beyond our body, beyond our community, embracing the whole planet, I invite you to chant the mantra Om with me 3 times. Gratitude from the deep my heart. Gratitude for being here with me in this journey, creating this energy, reconnecting. Well, we are together in a practice on a Monday, YouTube at Australian time. Keep an eye on here, this channel. Keep an eye on what's happening in Facebook. Let me know how was this experience for you. Let me know if you enjoy it. We are gonna always be adapting with what you need. Namaste. Have a beautiful weekend.